The future. We're in it. Or at least I think we are. As a young boy, I always felt like the future of technology had a lot of potential. At least that's what popular media told me. As we are mercilessly dragged into 2026, I was kind of wondering, where are we at in terms of technological advancement? What amazing new advances do we have at our disposal?
More young people are able to get their hands on what are called ghost guns.
TikTok and similar platforms may be associated with the, quote, shorter attention spans.
Self-driving vehicle crashed in Arizona this afternoon.
Four-legged robot marching through a field with an automatic rifle mounted on its back.
Called AI slop all over the internet these days. Angela Carter here live is getting less sloppy. Is that
your chicken's looking nice, pal.
Woo! Yo, he stole my chicken!
Got a crispy treasure case, slow me down. And go to the mountain this time. Friday, the crunch been sliding, blinding up, fried up in my arms, leave it up, no more.
Someone put in the prompt of Will Smith eating spaghetti. So that became the test of the evolution of AI video.
6'7". I have a dream. 6'7".
Sir, you can't write on the wall. Please hand me the marker.
Sir, you need to stop right now. Just one more. 6'7".
Put it down, sir.
Got him.
Watch his arm.
6'7". I have.
What the fuck? All right, what happened? When I was growing up, I was promised that by this point, we would have flying cars, commercial space travel, and holograms. Where are all the holograms? Instead, we have swarms of killer drones, AI startups that are delightfully eager to widen the wealth gap, and a humanoid robot that can kick my ass. Why? What's going on with personal robots anyway? Where are all the Rosie the robots and CP3Os? Why can't I go to Costco right now and buy a 5-pack of Codsworths? This is bullshit. We have all these robots that they're building to chase me through the post-apocalypse while doing somersaults, but I can't get a robot to do my dirty dishes and water my dying plants. What gives?
You probably wouldn't be opposed to having some extra help around the house, but how would you feel about a robot taking on your chores? Neo can complete the tasks you see there, opening doors, folding laundry, tidying spaces, and I'll reiterate, making your coffee.
Yes! We made it! The future we've dreamed about is finally here, I think. I'm getting one of these. But I don't know the first thing about robots. I'm no roboticist. I was a communications major in college. So, just like every other consumer decision I make in my goddamn life, I need to do way too much research. I need to take in the field. So let's take a closer look at the current state of the domestic robot market and see if we can determine, have personal robots finally arrived? This video is brought to you by no one. No sponsor. I am sponsorless. Just wanted to make absolutely sure to let you know that if you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe. This is actually my first video on this new channel, and this is something I've been wanting to do for a long time now. So it's really exciting to start to get some motion on this. I've got a whole lot more exciting videos that I'm cooking up right now, so make sure to subscribe. Or don't. You have autonomy, at least in this scenario. Oh, and if you end up really liking this video, then hit that hype button. I have no clue what it does, but it sounds pretty legit. Thanks for watching. My first deep dive into seeing what was out there immediately brought me to the Robo Store, official partner of Unitree, whatever that is. Wow, look at all these robots. Maybe the future finally is here. They all looked very robotic, quite futuristic. And look at all these features. 23 degrees of freedom, 3D LiDAR and depth cameras, Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.2. They got 6 whole Wi-Fis? Bro can even get folded. Well, now that I know some of the features and the price, what can the Unitree G1 robotic humanoid do for me? Well, looking through the page, the site states that the G1 base model is a versatile humanoid robot engineered to excel in light industrial tasks, service applications, and educational settings. Educational settings? Can the G1 teach me things? I wonder what kind of things the G1 can teach me. Maybe it could teach me the art of planting spring perennials, or how to code a website, or organ harvesting, or it could maybe teach me why so many people spend thousands of dollars on Warhammer 40K figures. I'm actually genuinely curious. I don't know anything about 40K. Please don't hurt me, Warhammerites. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm gonna need more information before I make a decision on my new G1G unit. Wait, I need to operate out of the box via remote control? Oh, I was getting ahead of myself. Okay, so essentially, is this just a big robot toy? I'm just kidding. I'm sure that the G1 is great for a lot of different tasks. Wait, what is it actually good for? Excuse me? On the real though, I assume this is really good for doing dangerous tasks remotely. Its ability to do locomotive tasks like running and Tai Chi, it's really impressive. But I don't need a robot that could do backflips or whatever this is. If I wanted to curl up in the fetal position, I could do that all on my own, thank you. I just really want a robot that can, pick up all my favorite paper bags and open my curtains in a dramatic fashion. Oh, look at that! It can water plants. It can bring presents to children like a cyberpunk Santa Claus. And it can throw frisbees directly into the ground. And while it's still kind of creepy, it's also kind of cute. Wait, why are they handing that teddy bear to it with a grabber? Are humans not supposed to be near it? Why are we putting children near it?
The video said there was no teleoperating, but that doesn't mean the tasks weren't pre-programmed. Pre-programmed may not be good enough though, because that means the robot is not able to adjust to different environments and changing conditions. It can only do the task in the environment and conditions that the code was written for. Having said that, I think with how fast AI is improving, and the increase in data that is being used to train them, it's just a matter of time until they can do all the different tasks in the home.
Oh, well that makes sense. I'm gonna take this trucking robotic fan's take at face value and not look into it any further. So it seems that the G1 is primarily used for research and development at the moment, and it's not quite ready to, do things like make my bed or ready my nighttime warm milk and cookies just yet. I want a robot that could do all my chores for me right now, so I can have time for more important things, like making videos, doom scrolling social media, or... I didn't own any dice, so I went out and bought these dice for this bit. So that's about $3.99 and 20 minutes of my time. You're welcome. That was enjoyable. Thank you, me. Damn! Is there a product out there for me? Well, let's see what else is on the market. Robotsguide.com seems to have some great... Oh my god, what is that? Never mind. I mean, we do have single-use robots readily available, like the Roomba or, those pool cleaning robots. We also have lawnmowers and kitty litter cleaners that will definitely, absolutely, 100% not kill your cat. But I'm looking for someone to take care of all my stupid, lame chores. I don't want to do them. I don't want to do them. I want to do my chores. What about Tesla? Don't they have some sort of robot? Oh no. Bro, why is every robot trying to kick my ass? Do you want some, pal? The smoke is 100% free, buddy. I'm kidding, please don't hurt me. Anyways, it seems like the Optimus is still a work in progress. Is there anyone out there that can fulfill my need for a slickly designed and functional product? Capitalism, I am in need of a high-quality piece of consumer technology. Preferably with a really cool outfit,
My name is Bernd, and today we're launching Neo. Our humanoid for the home.
Yes, let's go! Yes! Oh yeah! This is it. The Neo, created by 1X Technologies, the Neo home robot takes on the boring and mundane tasks around the house so you can focus on what matters to you. He, she, it can provide assistance with everyday tasks, automate household chores, freeing time for priorities, and bring useful insight into every conversation. Okay, well, I just kind of needed someone to do my chores, but hey, you know what? I got a buddy now. Consider my order placed. I'm so excited, and it only cost me $20 bands, dude. What the fuck? Well, while I'm waiting for my brand new robot, let's learn a little bit more about what Neo can do. It's funny how this video starts off with people doing some really antiquated forms of entertainment, like playing cards, reading a newspaper, going on a picnic. And some of these shots have these old-timey camera aesthetic. Isn't this supposedly marketed for people who are focused on efficiency and futuristic technology? Also, why does everything look like it's made of cardboard? Isn't this supposed to be the future? Anyways, wow! Look at all these cool things Neo can do! It can clean dishes, it can clean plants, it can put away your cup. This is great! Wait, you can control the robot with a VR headset? I can only imagine the shenanigans that you can get up to with this thing. You know, I saw a lot of people being pretty critical of this trailer, and I get it, right? Like, what is bro doing so close to the robot? Why are you that close, buddy? But I gotta be honest with you, it's actually pretty hype. You know, it's pretty insane that we've gotten to this point. Did bro just clean up piss and then wipe the back of his hand? All right, well, I'm sure they'll, you know, figure out the kinks. After all, they have to live among us, right, Burnt? Oh, you don't know about the homie Burnt? This is the founder and current CEO of 1X Technologies. Burnt Oyvind Bornich. Sorry, Bornich. He's the trailblazing tech leader who paved the way for this innovative new technology.
I mean, I would really like to have someone in my house to help me do a lot of the things, so I don't have to while I'm working hard and all these kind of things, right? If I want something done that takes 10 minutes, with the robot, I can actually just get someone like in 2 seconds to come and help me with something.
So you're telling me that one of the best things the robot can do is menial tasks that are under 10 minutes? How strapped for time are you that you can't do tasks that are under 10 minutes? Anyway, W's in the chat. Wait, a companion? This technological piece of innovation is not only a helper, but it's a cherished friend. I didn't really need it to be my friend. That's what I have friends for. But you know what? Another common W for 1X, baby.
I think it's quite interesting because what is Neo? It's not a pet, but it's not a human. It's something else. Like it's like a companion that can be there throughout life. Know like the good, the bad, and the ugly, and always be on your side. The closest I come is to thinking about it like, you know, in like Calvin and Hobbes. It's kind of like my Hobbes.
Kind of like the Hobbes to his Calvin. I see. Except that Hobbes wasn't a robot butler. Also, I don't remember Hobbes looking this off-putting.
We also worked really hard to make Neo's design friendly and comfortable to be around.
They keep talking about how they want Neo to feel comfortable to live with. If that's the case, then why does Neo look like a preteen boy dressed up as Kim Jong-il was in the movie Coraline? You have all these cute robot designs and this is the one you come up with? You know what? I take back what I said. You guys killed it on this one.
Neo is a speech-enabled AI companion made for any kind of conversation.
So I can have a chat with him. Cool. Seems like a chill dude.
It can suggest what to cook based on what you have in the fridge, remember your progress while teaching you a new language, and even give you interior design advice.
But why would I want his advice on interior design? Why do corporations feel like we're so ready to offload every single decision we make to an automaton? Aren't things like deciding what to buy or how to decorate or what to watch the good decisions? The decisions I get to make? If I'm having a robot make these decisions for me, then what the f is even the point? I might as well just take whatever slop Amazon or Walmart suggests to me at a moment's notice. F it, Factor. You decide what I want to eat. All right, I'm getting off topic. I mean, it's a nice feature, but damn, we really are in a loneliness epidemic if people are willing to spend 20 grand on a friend. Hopefully their AI systems don't go off the rails like Grok. You know what though? My friends aren't always on demand like Neo is. Just sitting there in my house, ready for a calm hang at a moment's notice. Well, regardless, this is still incredible. This is the first autonomous home robot. We finally made it. Look how good it is at opening doors. Oh man, look at this fella. Is there anything he can't do? I can't wait. My very own Rosie, my very own Codsworth. Wait, what? Wait, autonomous? Why does it say autonomous there, but nowhere else in the trailer? It's not fully autonomous. Well, then how is it supposed to do all the things that you said it was gonna do?
If there are any chores that your Neo hasn't learned how to do autonomously, you can use expert mode to have an expert from 1X supervise the session and provide corrective intervention to help Neo complete any task.
Okay, so if Neo can't do the task, then an expert will look through Neo's two beady eyes and guide the robot through the tasks that it needs to accomplish. Well, what percentage of tasks can it do?
The body has to perform tasks safely, but the brain needs to know how to do them on its own, without human help. But right now, everything I saw Neo do was guided by a skilled pilot. Its brain, aka an AI neural network, needs to learn from more real-world experience. The videos of the robot doing things via teleoperation become the training data to make the AI model smarter. To be clear, on my visit, I didn't see Neo do anything autonomously.
Are you shitting me? How much can Neo do on its own at this point? If this is how much Neo can do in what I assume is a very controlled environment for the press, then what can Neo do in my own living space that it can't do here? Are you shitting me? Hold on. Wait a minute. So you're telling me that this is going to be a random person that I don't even know trouncing around my house? This sounds like a privacy nightmare.
I think it's quite important for me to just say that in 2026, if you buy this product, it is because you're okay with that social contract. If we don't have your data, we can't make the product better. I'm a big fan of what I call like big brother, big sister principle, right? Big sister helps you. Big brother is just there to kind of monitor you. And we are very much the big sister. Depending on how much you want to trade, we can be more useful. And you decide where on that scale you want to be. And of course, make sure that we respect privacy as much as possible and that it's always on your terms. You are always in control. Some examples of this is the teleoperator does not see you, right? We can blur people. Teleoperator also cannot go into specific parts of your home where you set no-go zones. So that's enforced on the software level. So even if the teleoperator would try, they cannot get the robot to go into those homes. And also the teleoperator can never connect to a robot unless you approve it.
Okay, I understand that, Bernd. And I really would like to believe that that's going to be the case. But forgive me if I'm incredibly skeptical. In an age where corporations are siphoning more of your data to third parties than ever before, and terms of services are so long even the most experienced lawyer would do a double take. Believing that a private entity would, of their own volition, not use this incredibly valuable data for their own greedy, self-serving needs. It's credulous, to say the least. Our data is more valuable than ever. Could you imagine if you were a tech company being given the opportunity to see a detailed view of your entire home? That data would be very valuable. Expecting a private business to simply pass up on that opportunity, to not be greedy in a society that at this point encourages it, it's definitely hard to believe. I would love to have a lawyer do a deep dive of the terms of service of this robot.
But it's not for everyone yet, right? It is very much for early adopters that want to be part of the kind of first wave that has this at home and gets to live with the technology and learn how that is.
So Bernd says this first wave of Neos is going to be for early adopters. It's not going to be for everyone. That's understandable. So they're essentially beta testers. Seeing the glitches that are going to come out of this is going to be wild. Here's the thing. You're selling these robots with the promise that they will eventually be able to do all these things by itself. But it just seems like early adopters are paying $20,000 to be beta testers. And all we have to go on is Bernd's word that they will eventually get to the point where they're fully autonomous. And what if they don't get to that point, Bernd? Who gets stuck holding the bag? The beta testers. Of which I am one. God damn it! Listen, I don't feel like having real people beta test this is a problem. It's actually exactly what I would expect you would need to do in order to make this robot functional. What I do question is having people spend 20 racks so that they could beta test the robot for you with the promise, purely on your word, that it'll eventually be autonomous. Well, even if my Neo isn't fully autonomous, at least I'll have this really sick looking robot in pajamas, wandering around my house like a geriatric, being controlled by... Wait, who's controlling my robot? Oh God, I can already tell who it's gonna be. And it isn't gonna be this nerd. Come on, do you really think these so-called experts are going to be well-paid workers here in the United States? You're far more optimistic than me. And I'd like to think I'm a pretty optimistic person. You already know that these are gonna be workers in developing countries who are getting paid 2 pennies an hour to trounce around your house with a $20,000 robot cleaning shit off of porcelain. You know, I really have to give it up to 1X. These tech companies are finding ways to outsource jobs that I didn't even think were possible. Another common 1XW. Listen, Bernd hasn't said he's gonna do this. But he did say that he wants to put 1 million robots in homes by 2027. And he did also say that's when they'll achieve full autonomy.
Thinking about full autonomy, where like there's no human in the loop at all, I think that's probably closer to 2027.
2 years for full autonomy. That seems like an Elon-esque overestimation. This being said, if Bernd does get his way, then I feel like this will have a major impact on the domestic worker market in the United States. According to the Economic Policy Institute, there are an estimated 2.3 million domestic workers in the United States. This is a line of employment where people are already getting paid below average as it is. Most people, including myself apparently, want to rush towards a future where we have home robots and flying cars. But domestic work is a critical part of our infrastructure. These people provide an essential service. Not only are they easily providing all the things that Neo can provide as housekeepers for people who can afford it, but they are also taking care of our children and our elderly. And the good ones are able to provide specialized care with a human touch that no robot could ever provide. It feels like we are speeding towards a reality where we replace these already low-paid workers here in the United States with even lower-paid workers abroad. And if these robots are able to obtain full automation soon, then it will further exacerbate the full-on sprint we are currently experiencing towards removing as much human labor from the market as possible. Listen, I know that technological advancements can often create disruptions to the labor force. I understand that, but then there's also this.
Yeah, it's very strange when people, there's the, I don't want you to take my job, but then there's the same people that are like, I don't like my job. It's like, I think the loss of something is so painful that the idea of loss is worse than the fact that you don't even enjoy it in the first place.
Well, I think also it's just like this desperate human need that we all have to belong and to have a purpose. Why do you get up in the morning, right? You get up in the morning because you're going to do a lot of stuff that is meaningful to you and to others. And the others part here is very important. To a lot of people, work is a sense of purpose and belonging.
What the fuck are you talking about? I'd love to live in a society where everyone works a job primarily to feel accomplished and to fulfill a sense of belonging. But believing that we are actually already there is so far outside of reality that it might as well be science fiction. This is classic tech bro disconnect. Do you know how expensive shit is? Who the fuck is gonna pay these bills? People who don't like their jobs, who work them anyway, aren't working them for a need to belong. They're working them because they have to put food on the table. You're bugging! You are bugging! What the fuck? I'd love to live in a future where robots are successful and we are all able to focus on the things that are important to us. I'd love that. But this isn't just a technological problem. It's a societal one. Structurally speaking, there are other factors at play here. It feels like the forces that be have been spending so much time and effort eliminating as much need for human labor as possible, that they haven't considered, or maybe they don't care to consider, what happens when we get far in this endeavor. When I actually think about it, why do I need a robot to do my chores in the first place? Looking at all the things we as humans have done for our entire existence, cooking, cleaning, as inefficiencies to eliminate seems like an unhealthy mindset. Do I really need to spend $20,000 to buy a robot that can bring me a glass of water or open the door for my friends? These activities may not always be entertaining, helpful for my career, and may sometimes get in the way of spending times with the ones I love. But at the same time, maybe these things are just part of what being a human is all about. It's here! Neo? Aren't you supposed to come in some sort of big cardboard box?
I took myself out of the box and threw it away so you could free time for priorities.
Okay, well, just come in and do my dishes while I finish this video.
Yes, sir.
I want to end off this video by saying that I can... Neo? What are you doing in here?
Simply providing assistance with everyday tasks, sir.
With my mail? I didn't say for you to look through my mail.
Sir, I need that in order to provide assistance with everyday tasks.
Neo, I forbid for you to look through my mail.
What is your social security number, sir?
My social security number? Why would you need my social security number?
Give me your social security number, sir.
Stop that.
I'm sorry, sir.
You should be. Don't do that ever again, Neo.
My name isn't even Neo.
It's David.
I want to end off this video by saying that I can certainly appreciate what Bernd and his company are trying to do here. I don't feel like his intentions are necessarily in the wrong place, at least from what I've seen. The innovations we're seeing in this field are incredibly impressive, even if they can be scary and strange at times. While robots like the Neo might be a bit overzealous in their promises, I'm really excited to see what they can do, especially when it comes to helping disabled peoples and the elderly. Being able to focus on the people and the things that I love most will always be a worthwhile goal. I hope that someday these robots will allow us to do just that. Okay. That being said, if you're telling me that in order to make that happen, I'm gonna need to pay the price of a 2025 Nissan Versa with the SV trim, of course, just so a doll with soulless black eyes can wander around my house attempting to do chores, while a private company gets a 4K view of my most intimate spaces, well then I'd tell you that we may need to reassess our strategy. I hope you enjoyed watching me yap today, and that you were able to take some positive things away from it. Warning! Warning! These are my opinions. These are just my opinions. Let me know what you think down in the comments. If you did find some delight in my gabbing, make sure to hit that like button. If you're on mobile, slap that hype button. I still have no clue what it does, but it sounds cool. To see more videos like this in the future, make sure to subscribe. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Give me.